Before we get started, be advised this is not financial advice. This analysis is for entertainment purposes only. Now let's begin. During the year 1971, President Richard Nixon made the decision to abandon the gold standard, a precious monetary system that once guaranteed each dollar its respective worth in gold. In an age of profound economic shifts, Nixon's decision could not have been more momentous. For centuries, the gold's value had been a steadfast pillar of our economy, but with one crucial presidential decree, it was no more. The immediate result was the emergence of currency, a concept entirely novel and somewhat uncharted. This new economic model meant that the worth of the dollar became reliant on something far less tangible: the trust and credit of the United States government. This marked a tremendous turning point in the fiscal history of the nation, where the value of the dollar now relied solely on the faith and credit of the US government. The financial crisis of 2008 serves as a prime example of the faith in the US dollar being tested. In the wake of the disastrous downfall of the housing market, the government was left with no other option but to print trillions of dollars. This sudden influx of currency was primarily intended to rescue the sinking banks, which were on the brink of total collapse, threatening to pull the entire economy down with them. Sadly, this action led to a significant depreciation of the dollar's value, causing the value of the dollar to plummet. Imagine a future where trust in the government falters. Should a severe economic downturn or a considerable geopolitical occur, faith in the US dollar might be severely tested. This might act as a catalyst for a chain reaction, where international investors could grow wary and withdraw their financial support. This could result in a sudden and considerable depreciation in the dollar's value. Meanwhile, in an increasingly digital world, the emergence and rise of cryptocurrencies and foreign-issued digital currencies cannot be ignored. These innovative forms of money pose a considerable challenge to the traditional financial system, potentially reducing demand for the US dollar. The escalating popularity of these alternative currencies might lead to further devaluation of the dollar, as they offer a new, decentralized and potentially more secure transaction method. This could decrease the demand for the US dollar, leading to a further decline in its value. Imagine a future where trust in the government falters and the value of the dollar plummets, further devaluing the currency. The growing national debt is another ticking time bomb. Today, it surges past $28 trillion, a colossal figure that raises concerns about our nation's financial future. If the government persists in its approach of printing more money to pay off its growing obligations, it risks propelling our nation into the clutches of hyperinflation. This economic phenomenon could lead to a catastrophic situation where the value of the US dollar plummets to near zero, rendering the dollar virtually worthless. The final blow could come from the international community. This may happen if powerful nations worldwide take an unprecedented economic decision. The nations such as China and Russia play an influential role in world economics. These countries, by virtue of their economic impact, hold the capability to alter the global financial landscape. If they decide, for reasons best known to them, to abandon the US dollar as the global reserve currency, it could set off a chain reaction. The reaction could cause other countries to abandon the dollar too. This mass abandonment could trigger a mass exodus, leading to a complete collapse of the US currency. In conclusion, the potential collapse of the US currency is not a single event, but a sequence of events. This scenario is not just a one-time occurrence, but rather a series of incidents that unfold in a certain order. It commences with a dwindling trust in the government's capacity to manage the economy, and this is closely followed by a decline in confidence in the value of the dollar. This process is amplified by economic turmoil, which could take many forms, from rising unemployment to stock market crashes. This turmoil often sparks a search for alternative, more stable forms. The emergence of these substitutes can significantly accelerate the loss of faith in the dollar, causing it to depreciate rapidly. A major factor that could exacerbate this scenario is the escalating national debt of the United States. This skyrocketing debt can trigger global financial instability, forcing countries to reconsider their reliance on the dollar. If the international community starts to abandon the dollar en masse, This could lead to a severe devaluation of the currency. The potential collapse thus evolves from a series of interconnected events, each contributing to an increased risk and likelihood of the dollar's demise. As these events unfold and exacerbate each other, they create that could end with the international community abandoning the dollar, leading to its total collapse. The mighty dollar's reign is not guaranteed. This reign, a symbol of economic power and global prestige, is an edifice built on a delicate balance of and trust. This faith, however, is not rigid and unchanging. It ebbs and flows with the ever-shifting economic climate. Trust, too, is a fragile construct susceptible to the unpredictable vagaries of global events and domestic circumstances. Such faith and trust are as volatile as the winds of change, shifting and transforming the currents of societal progress and international relations. This volatility, coupled with the unpredictability of global economic trends, renders the future of the mighty dollar uncertain. Throughout the annals of history, we have seen that even the most potent can falter and tumble. Whether it's the behemoth empires of the past or the contemporary superpowers, none are immune to the waves of change. However, it's crucial to remember that this is not an inevitability. The collapse of the US currency is not a foregone conclusion. It's a hypothesis based on particular circumstances and potential events. It's an eventuality that could result from an intricate tapestry of geopolitical happenings, fiscal choices, and socio-economic shifts. These reasons, it's essential to stay vigilant, keep abreast with the global economy, and stay informed. The power to navigate the unpredictable and often tumultuous world lies in knowledge. Knowledge, as they say, is the best defense in an unpredictable world. So keep an eye on the horizon and stay informed, because knowledge is the best defense in an unpredictable world. If you like this type of content, consider subscribing, leaving a comment, and hitting the like comment. It helps more than you know.